Hey everyone, Nathan Nerdarch here from Nerdarchy for Nerds by Nerds, and today I'm going to be discussing a Player 911 for me about a dragon egg and what to do with it. So with me I have
Dave.
I'm Ted.
And before we get into that, I want to remind everybody, the Nerdarchy newsletter. If you haven't signed up for it, sign up for it. You get all kinds of cool stuff, ringtones and other such things, and it's a chance to game with us as well as find out what's going on with Nerdarchy
and cool stuff.
Yeah.
So, where did this come up?
All right. So, playing Hoard of the Dragon Queen. It's the first time I've ever been in a module on either side, really. I mean, for a while, anyway. So, okay. So, Hoard of the Dragon Queen. I'm a player in it. My nephew's DMing, and this is like his second time DMing, his second campaign DMing, and I came upon getting a dragon egg. I don't know if you're supposed to destroy it in the original thing, but my guy's a bounty hunter, assassin, kind of mercenary style guy, and he said, dragon eggs have got to be pricey. He's like, I want that as part of my reward for saving you guys, because I kind of like came into the campaign late, and the party had already been stomped once during the previous session, so I was kind of the backup that got sent up there. And I have a personal beef with the dragon cult people, so everything kind of works out with my backstory working into why I'm there for the game and why I'm staying with the companions that have already set out on this adventure. But I got a black dragon egg, and it's pretty sizable. I made a container for it, and I'm currently a assassin. I'm taking ranger levels because I want to kind of be a woodsman, bounty hunter kind of guy. And I was originally going to take the hunter, but now I got this dragon egg. I'm like, well, could I get a dragon for my pet? So that's kind of my question. Is like, is that really legitimate? How would that work out? I was looking at the wormlings, and a black dragon is a CR2, which is way above what you can do as a ranger's pet.
Only by like 8.
But when I took the ranger level, I did take animal handling as my skill.
Well, actually, that should knock it down.
That should totally fix all the problems.
Because animal handling is totally going to allow you to control an evil dragon that you hatched, and it should absolutely be able to break the mechanics of the game.
So really, what this video is really about is nature versus nurture.
Right.
Yes.
Can you rear a black dragon egg to be more neutral? Because you're not really a good guy.
My guy's view is from tragedy, my family died. I ended up being a bounty hunter, ended up learning how to kill people really good. And so I'm the assassin from that aspect. Well, you start getting into criminal contacts and other things. So I took the background criminal because I'm a bounty hunter, but I'll also off somebody. And I see it as taking out the trash of the world. So I'm still a good guy, but I'm really not a good guy. So my alignment is good, but
the things you do aren't.
The things I do aren't necessarily, lawful abiding citizens be like, that's terrible. Well, I mean, he killed a whole bunch of people. It's like, that's still terrible that you did that to him. But
so you're looking to see if we can make the egg a little bit more towards the neutral end of things. We're not.
Wait, one quick question: does your guy go around saying, "I'm the best at what I do, and what I do isn't nice"?
That could be something.
So there's scientifically there's lots of things that that have been looked at as to gauge the if you rear something outside of its natural environment, how is it going to be affected by its upbringing?
Yes, that's one of my questions.
So we could look at science, or we could turn to R.A. Salvatore and look at the Demon Wars and see how that worked out for the wee folk. Because apparently every time they tried to rear an evil creature and make it good, it has never worked.
Was it a dragon?
No, I think it was like Goblins Works, Prowies, and
so
Giants.
Yeah. It all backfired.
It always backfired.
Well, I think that's because of...
Oh, and a demon-infused human.
That's because of societal prejudice. They just assume it's going to be bad, so they treat it poorly, and then it gets a complex. And then it starts killing people.
Well, from my perspective, we've you guys can look through our other videos and see our opinions of the Beastmaster. As a DM, and I personally feel that the Beastmaster is underpowered in comparison, I would totally allow you to.
So your fix is to give the Beastmasters all dragons?
Yes, every Beastmaster can have a dragon. You get a dragon. You get a dragon.
Oh no, Ted's
Dragon,
like,
a
Ted's
t-shirt
like
can-
the
a dragon
Oprah
cannon.
of the fantasy world.
So
Just shoots rolled up ones and barrels.
I would have no problem saying, okay, you have a dragon, but you have a dragon, so therefore, like, it's going to have, its own intelligence. It's going to have its own wishes and desires.
So it's more like a henchman.
It's more like a friend that tries to bully you.
No, it's more like it's like a really high maintenance girlfriend or boyfriend, as the case may be. We want to be PC here, but yeah, like you gotta get them all the best stuff.
Ryan
and
thumbs up off camera.
So like I would like there would be times that it's just like, no, I'm not doing that. There'd be times that it's gonna be like, well, all right, I'll help you out, but I want this, or I'm expecting, some
or
changes.
You're in the tavern, right? And someone's like, your dragon is eating the horse that's like tied up to the post outside.
Pokey, I told you.
What? I was hungry.
I'm just gonna name him something cool.
Just as long as it's not Pokey.
Oh, and my guy also killed a drake that had
What's
black
wrong with that?
scales.
His character's name's Gumby.
So I'm currently wearing black scale armor. So it's gonna totally be hot. My assassin cred will go through the roof when I roll up on this.
Or your pet dragon's gonna be looking at you going,
Did you kill mommy?
yeah, like
Where's my real mother?
it's on the mage phone calling PETA.
It was a drake. It's a totally different species.
Yeah.
We wear cowhides. It's cool for me to wear a drake hide. Not even the same creature.
You walk outside of a place and someone runs up to you and splatters pig blood all over your shiny black scale armor.
Be like, thank you. I needed a nice coat. So that aside, so I'm a Goliath, so I don't know if I could actually ride this for quite some time. It takes till it
You
gets
gotta get on its back to snap. For the love of God, get off of me!
It's they don't have hatchling anymore, but a wormling is a CR2 for a black dragon. Their attacks aren't impressive. I do more damage. So it's not like it's gonna. By the time it actually is 6 years old, where it's like at the cusp of young adult.
So at Wormling, do they start at medium?
You know what? Oh, I got it right here.
Fortunately, we have a handy dandy monster manual.
So what is your opinion? Would you allow a challenge 2 monster as a companion?
I would, because and like for 6 years in game time, that can be quite a while.
Right.
You might even do something where you like stun its growth a little bit and keep it even longer. And maybe it was the runt.
Right.
You could mess around with things like that. Or you can see how the campaign's going and maybe scale it accordingly.
Yeah, medium dragon. They don't become a large creature until they're young, and like I said, young for a dragon is over 6 years. The range for young is 6 to 100 years. So realistically,
It's never going to get any older than that.
I'm not playing. I don't know how long Hoard of the Dragon Queen lasts.
It's not going to be 7 years.
I doubt it's going to be 7 years, and it's still.
So you start researching where ghosts are and keep trying to expose your dragon to a ghost.
I'm trying to get it to be big, and then it develops a strange inferiority complex.
Yeah, it twitches its shadows.
Like, I'm not big enough
Black
to
dragon,
survive.
twitch.
Yeah, I don't know what Staff of Withering does in this edition. You're like seeking one of those out so you can keep tapping it on the head with it.
They're like, you need to be gargantuan. We're gonna take over the world.
Get old already.
Yeah, so I'm looking at it and I'm like, CR2, and then you were saying what, CR quarter for Rangers things. I'm
It's
like,
like hawk, mastiff, snake.
the more I try and use Ranger Beastmaster in my mind, like different ways, I'm like, oh, I could play this or that. I'm like, no, you have like a pet that is going to get squished, and then it's going to be done, and then you're going to be like, oh, my pet died. 8 hours later, I think I need a new pet. You look like some kind of weird, like, can't deal with the death of a fellow companion complex. Every day or so, when your pet dies, you're going to get another one. So I don't actually want him to die, so I doubt I'm going to put him in fights at all.
Right.
So
So he's really
until he like stomps everything.
You
and
really
at that
want
point,
him-
it's like 20 years later in the campaign, so it doesn't really matter.
You're really looking more for an RP situation.
Yeah.
So, and even more so would that be allowable in my games. And
Especially if you're willing to take the hit and be a Beastmaster.
I think that's a big enough hit right there.
Yeah.
Even if I got a dragon as my pet, I think that's still a really big hit.
Like I said, it's still only a CR2. It's going to stay a CR2 for quite some time. It's not a big deal. I would do it. I don't know about other people. You guys can let us know in the comments below. Would you allow it in your game? Would you freak out as the DM? Not in my game.
how would you handle it? Would you just allow it? Would you have the actually intelligent creature be kind of bullying and demanding?
Yeah, would it actually be weaker? I mean, let's say we want to follow exactly raw and it's a quarter CR, like it's a hatchling. So you make up hatchling like out of what it would be, and like, oh, it's equivalent to like, I don't know, like whatever a wolf's abilities are. Mm-hmm. So it's like that powerful when it.
Yeah, you could always do that and then bump it to the CR2. After a while in gameplay.
Yeah.
Depending, but it's not that breaking. Like I don't really worry about it that much.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's going to break the game. There's very few things I find to really break the game. If me as the DM wants to put an end to it.
Yeah, hey, you've got all the rules in front of you, and you can do whatever you like.
So one of the major reasons why I asked you guys, because I needed kind of like third and fourth opinion on the matter, because like I said, my nephew's a new DM. I totally want a black dragon, and I'm trying to not be like, yeah, this is awesome. I should get this.
So have you talked to him about it yet?
Well, he knows that's my interest
Okay.
is to keep the dragon egg and not destroy it.
So as soon as we post this, just be like, hey, Cody, here's the link.
Yeah, the experts say.
Well, at least the Panthers, the Panthers a quarter CR, and you could basically use those stats,
Oh yeah, so
slightly modified.
out of
and
the
then-
gate after it figures out how to walk and bite.
and literally, you could literally just go through the Great Cats and
just
stage it upwards that way if you wanted to.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. I like that idea.
So you might suggest that.
All right, let us know what you think about this in the comments below. What you would do if you were come up against this situation. While you're at it, you can like, share, and subscribe.
Hang out with us over on Facebook.
Or you can tweet at us at Nerdarchy. So until next time, stay nerdy.